I was about to say it'd be cool to have like the beginning roadmap to where emu what emu actually is, like the like came from. So
Okay.
like if the message revealed this to be a false thing or this person back in the day was this or this family,
Mm-hmm.
but it don't say it was particularly emu, but emu was a part of this,
Mm-hmm.
and that starts our yellow brick road towards that craziness of what actually
Yeah, I'm
happened.
cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool. Like if you have, because the final saga, Emu's already a character that's been around for like what, since the Reverie before Wild Country. So it feels like at some point we have to kind of reveal what Emu is actually about. Like what Emu's about, why do they do what they do, what their end game is, and so on and so forth. So and then having that slowly over the course of time be weeded out to us would be great. And I think because now I'm not sure if this will be happening or not, but I think this is going to be super important in the future if Blackbeard makes his move against Emu. So because Katarina has Jay's form,
Oh
BB I
yeah,
think wants to actually have that world conquer. Like they want the world, which also involves hey Emu get the fuck off the throne. So I'm thinking that's got because to me it's crazy because even though we've all heard about BB and Shanks, right now BB wants to I think tackle the fucking elders and Emu. That's the play. That's what they want. So that should be revealed at some point in the future, and then
He's
we
gonna
should
he's
find
gonna
out.
lose.
yeah. I
Yeah,
What?
just
I
don't
No,
agree.
see emu getting ambushed by somebody and it being
he's
successful.
No,
getting
because I think
Kurozu.
no, I think Blackbeard is falling for the trap that's being
Yeah.
set up
Trap? What trap?
by Emu.
Because if you
Like
hold,
Emu
if,
knows his
if,
existence.
if
Okay.
yes, if you take a step back, emu's been planning this longer than Blackbeard's been alive,
Time
and it's
out.
like
Go. Here we
emu
Wait,
go.
know
planning what?
emu
Planning
emu
Planning
what?
what?
emu
Yeah,
emu
planning
emu
what?
emu knows more about like what Blackbeard has like inside of him when it comes to that darkness fruit and what it's like
How
Blackbeard
do
is
we know
another
that?
piece. Emu looks at
Because of
Blackbeard as
Saturn
another
talking
piece
about
on the board.
talking about him with Katarina and uh Van Auger, like he knew like what Blackbeard was. So there's a
I,
possibility that the other
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gorosei know and Emu knowing about what he actually is.
Wait, hold
I
on.
mean,
Black,
was that told
but
from
what?
Shanks or like was
No,
I
it
mean,
that
that's
was
possible,
talked
right?
up.
them?
Right? That's possible, right? We don't know that. Number
Oh,
one, number two
Yeah,
is
I
that
just don't know.
Shanks would have told me these things, and also how serious are they taking BB? Because when we see Emu with all those pictures, we have Luffy cut up, same with BB, and same with Shirahoshi. Only Vivi's like remaining, and then he kills up Vivi. So I think Emu's more concerned about Vivi than Emu is concerned about Blackbeard. And
well, Vivi
Blackbeard,
seems more personal to Emu because of that connection of
okay, but all the more reason to say what trap, like what trap, bro?
because
Emu ain't
because
trapping
like
nobody.
right you have like you have him trying to become like a part of the world government in some sort of way, and he's trying to use Garp as like a leveraging tool. And now that he has Saturn, he's gonna probably just like they're probably just gonna
I,
manipulate that in
Bro,
some sort of
after
way. But
Vivi,
I
wait,
don't
wait,
wait,
think
wait,
yo,
wait.
yo,
You
yo.
think he's trying to join the
Oh,
world
wait, wait, wait.
government?
I want
All
to
right,
throw
one
this in
time,
there
one
too.
time, one time,
Like,
one time. Yeah.
so for Emu, when looking at Emu, how Emu goes after Luffy, how Emu and the girl say are going after Luffy, they have a tactic. Okay, do this, do this, do this. With Blackbeard, they see Blackbeard likes to sneak people, do this, do this. Blackbeard may think he has the upper hand by having this form, but they're gonna let him feel comfortable by saying, okay, but not by saying, but by letting this happen. Let him feel comfortable. Let him come to us. He thinks he's gonna have this, this, and this, but when he gets here, that's when we get Blackbeard. We don't need to go chase him. He's gonna come to us in due time. That's his motto. That's his mo. Literally.
Wait, hold on, time out. What are you? Okay, first of all, real quick, Flame Force on chat. No, I'm not in denial of that. He could be the final boss. He's one of my options. I have 3 options for that. It's either Emu, BB, or Shanks. That's it. 1, 2. Back to what you saying before. Look, no, because it doesn't make any sense for Emu to have any sort of outside of what they said, outside of what Shanks said to Emu, I mean to the Gorosei. I don't see how they would even have preparations or plans. Because even when
Emu,
Katarina pulled up, they didn't know about that. They didn't know about him being there. 1,
Yeah,
Katarina and company.
Emu has a
2, he
Blackbeard
was
probably
three-year
couldn't
shocked.
do that.
He was shocked, or he was confused as to why Katarina was touching him in the first place. What's going on here? Because they have a different. How they go about shit is different. They want their country to be a world government country. True, that's facts. But they probably assume that they want to be subservient. Nah.
The Gorosei to Emu though aren't the same thing. Emu as a singular thing is something on a completely different level than even what we're seeing with them, and that's the combat stuff. The lore stuff, Emu is more of a sacred thing than the Gorosei. The Gorosei are acting figures.
Okay,
for
sure,
Emu.
but the
And that's what I'm
Gorosei
saying.
are
But what I'm
like
saying
right
is,
now.
wait,
There's like hold on. Like right now, think about this, right? They have to go through all this stuff, and then we know they're gonna fail because nothing extra says. After they fail, they're gonna be in so much chaos and turmoil that there's no time or plan to take on, unless they have like some sort of crazy Chinese manhwa formation around the entire Holy Land, and then once he steps in their shit, he's gonna be sealed in some sort of 1,000-year prism. There is no way they have a plan for Blackbeard. No way, no shot.
And the God Knights.
It's not like it's a combat type of thing. It's more of like it's like a plan level. It's like Emu has had hundreds of years to prepare, while his Blackbeard only had how old is he?
Prepare for what?
Okay, Blackbeard has a plan, or I don't want to say plan, but he has a goal of wanting to do this. Emu has a plan and a goal just as Blackbeard, but is more completed in that plan and has more, when we look at it as viewers, more logical sense to be this person that carries on in the final.
Wait,
because
for what?
you have more, because so it means if Emu gets defeated by Blackbeard, everything Emu did means nothing. It means
it's
nothing.
like this, right? He's pretty much trying to say that Emu has a lot of experience being at the top of the world, and he if he got to where he was being like a schemer, then he knows how Blackbeard functions. And then like I want to add on to this, right? After what happened in the Paramount War, and he and Blackbeard like obviously stepped into the light to expose himself, right?
Yeah.
There's a possibility where they did take note of like Blackbeard trying to scheme and whatnot. He betrayed the warlord system, and he abused it to get to the point that he wanted to get in the Paramount War, and he got the powers that he wanted to get to at that time. It would be foolish for them to not take like awareness of what type of person Blackbeard is.
They are clearly aware of what kind of person he is. That doesn't mean they're gonna stop him, or that means that he's their priority, right? Like, cause think about it. At this point in time, they have 8 countries in open rebellion against them, and then they had to use a fucking super nuclear fusion death ray device to take out Lucia Kingdom. So, and that was their primary, situation. The Reverie Sabo literally entered their pad and was causing all sorts of chaos. And then you had Limber, Karasu, Morley in the actual headquarters, the main city of the Tenryubito, the Celestial Dragons themselves, causing all sorts of chaos. And Fujitora damn near like defected on the spot to try and save some slaves. Then they have their supply routes being targeted by the Revolution Army. It feels like the Rev are way their kingdoms that are open rebellion, and then the Rev are gonna be way more important in their picking order than, let's say, Blackbeard. And on top of that, you have, once this message drops, once the leaks drop, it's all, nigga, damn, the leaks are gonna be crazy. They're gonna be nuts.
I just say one thing real quick. I just say one thing real quick.
Go ahead, Mike.
Sure.
I can kind of see where where the debate is coming from, but I feel that up until this point, I don't think Emu has been really leading the world government at all. I think he's kind of left it up to the Gorosei as far as leading things. Whereas now, I think Emu is going to take into account that all this has happened when he hasn't been sitting on the throne, so to speak, out of his sight. So when this message hits, I think we're going to see full scale Emu step into the limelight. I mean, either if he has to or if he's not, but I think he's going to take the reins from here on out and be more the leader, so to speak, by giving out orders.
Real quick. Lee Raku, much over 1,000 bits, man. What I've learned is don't carry anyone in One Piece. Example: Sabo, Sanji, Jinbei. Bet. All right, so you're saying
Yeah.
so what? So
I
so
wanna-
wait, so you think that now is the time Emu's gonna be like the true bona fide leader that Emu should have been, basically, because now the time is like
Yes, 'cause-
we have to defend our shit. We have to make sure everything's in order. Now we're gonna make our move.
Yes, because I feel that, up until this point, we see Emo like he's in this flower garden paradise just chilling with butterflies. I mean, that doesn't
Yeah.
really speak
Wait,
to
wait,
the
wait, wait.
person
I want
who's
to add on to what he
making.
says.
Let Adam finish first. Hold on.
I agree. I agree with the first part. The only part that I don't agree that he goes to the front lines just yet. But like how he says the girls say were the ones that were really running the government. That from the most part, from what we see, that looks to be true. Like
They're doing what Emu tells
Emu-
them to
yes,
do.
yes. But they're doing like the hard work where Emu
Well, yeah.
gets to do stuff more so in the background when it comes to the ancient technology. There's all this other stuff, the more meaningful stuff that, and this goes back to, this is why I don't think Blackbeard will have to step up. Emu in the background has more time to research this stuff that he or she's been doing for the past however many years they've been doing it, and then have more access to it than other people that we've seen in the story. And I just believe that because you still got the God Knights, and then again the girls say aren't even dealt with yet. So there's no reason for Emu to still hit the forefronts yet. But outside of that, I agree with what he says.
I mean, like the problem is that okay. So here's the thing. I don't dispute that Emu has been on top for a minute. I mean, Emu essentially probably won, during the Void Century, and since then has been like establishing its power through the Marines or government over the course of like centuries. But Emu isn't. Like I said before, I'm assuming like a lot. Emu, there are certain parts of the world that are beyond Emu's control, like the New World. Emu didn't do shit against Whitebeard and Roger during their heyday, and Shiki the Old Lion. Emu didn't try and do shit there, as far as we know. Didn't have the Marines do anything at all, and when Emu could have, or let's say make actual genuine plays, let's say with Saturn or with whoever the fuck, with the Holy Knights, that ever happened. And then it's only when like they seem to be losing their global hegemony across the north, south, east, west, blues in the Grand Line too, because Lucia Kingdom is a Grand Line country that they used to control, but now it's open rebellion. And now there's 8 of them too. So it feels like that's going to be way more of the focus for them because that's where their power is already established. These are the cats that pay them, like those taxes, those high absurd fees.
The tributes.
The tributes, right? And then most of the world is already under control, so they have to try and maintain the control they already established for centuries upon centuries. Because maintaining the world has been a hard thing for them to do. And that's part of the reason why they want to get rid of the Shichibukai, the warlords, and have the Seraphim, because Seraphim are in direct control or direct command underneath the Gorosei, the elders. So it's all about maintaining, maybe even trying to attain more control if they can. Probably in the New World and let's say other like offshoot parts of the planet. But that's all going to shit in real time right now. So and then Emu seems to be way more concerned about maybe like the Vivi thing, more personal things. And then the girls say do whatever Emu wants to do. Like they act in its stead, but they can only go so far. You know what I'm saying?